so much. Thank you for such a warm welcome. Thank you. And thank you for being here this evening. Everyone, thank you. I feel an immense amount of pride this evening standing here, hand in hand with Aashutosh. Where is he? Somewhere here. Aashutosh and the entire cast, some of the crew, presenting Mohenjo Daro to all of you. It's a very happy and proud moment for all of us. Mohenjo Daro has been a very challenging but a very, very rewarding experience at the same time. Challenging in body and mind, but rewarding in spirit and soul. There are a few things that I value above everything else in life. I value friends, I value family, I value love. And this journey has been a journey that upholds, stands for, and amasses all three in many ways. But even above all these three, there is one thing that I admire most in this entire world, and that is character. And this journey has been a journey that has reaffirmed strength of character for me, and I think for the rest of the entire team here. So I want to thank you, Aashutosh. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, the entire cast, crew, the entire team here for giving your very best to Mohenjo Daro, and then a little bit more. Thank you so much for that. But the person I'm going to present to you just now is beautiful inside and outside. She is an embodiment of talent, love, feminine power, courage, beauty, etc., etc., and all the other beautiful things that you can ever imagine that a woman can possess. So ladies and gentlemen, excuse me for 1 second, because I have a surprise for you.
First film that we saw as a child. And my memory of my first movie that I saw when I was 5 years old was Aradhana. And I remember being so mesmerized by the movie and so mesmerized by Mr. Rajesh Khanna. I was in a firm belief that Rajesh Khanna made this film. He wrote it, he directed it, he sang the songs, he created everything. He was the end all of that film. Years later, I realized there's still that. There must be some more crew members that must be coming in. And then when I become a filmmaker, I can feel the full force. Even today, there are so many different little departments that contribute so majorly to a film's bigness in terms of its detailing that they sometimes go unseen. So I have always got the utmost respect for my crew, apart from my cast. So today, let me now also introduce you to all those people who did their own research and brought to the table the vision of what the film should be, what the civilization should be all about.
invite you back on stage. Hrithik Roshan and Pooja Hegde, please join us. Thank you.
तो जब आपको ये फिल्म दी गई थी, आशुतोष ने आपको ये फिल्म के बारे में जिक्र किया, पहला थॉट क्या था और क्यों आपने हाँ कही इस फिल्म के लिए?
पहला थॉट ये था कि पहला थॉट क्या था? वाओ, कि लेट मी ट्रैवल बैक इन टाइम. पहला थॉट, first thought was that Aashutosh is my friend. First thought was that he gave me a film like Akbar. My first thought was of immense joy that he's considering me for another film. After that, I looked at the script. You don't want to know my second thought. But I still said, no, mera dost hai. So I read that script. I loved the story. But I waited till that script from 200 pages went down to 80 pages, and then we shook hands and said, let's do this! So yeah, first thought to last thought, I सब हो गया.
ऋतिक, उन फैंस से क्या कहना चाहेंगे जो इतने अरसे बाद, मैं कह सकता हूँ इतना अरसा क्योंकि काफी वक्त हो गया बैंग बैंग के बाद अभी ये फिल्म आ रही है, उन्हें क्या
काश वो 80 page should have been maybe 30 pages, so I would have met you all also more times. Maybe 2 of my more films would have come out, but unfortunately or fortunately, our vision was humongous. Our vision was out of this world, and it has taken its journey. Every film has its destiny. I have mine, and hopefully in my destiny in the future. I know I've said this a lot of times, but till I won't say it once more, I'll do it and show you now. More films. I know these things. I know where you're going. So yeah, give me one more year.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you, Hrithik. I think there was another question here.
Hi, Hrithik. Over here.
Hi.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
या मेरी वो पिछली 2 फिल्में चली नहीं थी. It took me quite some time to write Mohenjo Daro. और जब भी आप एक historical लेते हैं ना, तो usually you hire people who do research, come and give you all them on a platter, and then you build the script. I have a problem. I must experience the research myself. So that's why every film of mine, be it Lagan or Swades or Jodha, they all 3 or 4 year gaps. They're because I like to do that research. Because I feel that these are films, very special films. You have to be very careful when you make them. And then I was waiting for Hrithik, and I'm glad with all the ups and downs that went through in terms of is he going to do it, not going to do it, the thick script coming to 80 pages, all those phases happened, and finally I'm glad that he released the film and gave it.
The day it came down from 81 to 80, he has flown to Delhi to meet me. Hrithik, I've done it! And he signed the film there and then. Yeah.
Hi, Hrithik. Towards your right. Over here. You know, last year there were the 2 of the most successful films of 2015 were Bahubali and Bajirao Mastani, and both were period films.
Right.
And now even Mohenjo Daro is a period film.
Right.
So my first question is, since those 2 films raised the bar in terms of action and scale.
Sorry?
Since those 2 films raised the bar in terms of action and scale, is there a sort of pressure on you? And second question is, do you think that it is a good time now because people have started accepting the period dramas which used to happen very rarely in maybe say
Yeah. No, it's definitely changed. The perception has changed. And I think Jodha Akbar went a long way in changing that perception a few years back. And what your first question was? Of course, yeah, the pressure is always good. No pressure, no diamonds. And that's something that I believe in. So pressure is good, yeah. Everyone should be raising the bar, and then the bar should come to us so that we can raise it a bit more.
It's actually been a great experience because I have worked with 2 greats now, whether it's Ashu sir or Hrithik, and hopefully their greatness, even if it rubs off a little bit on me, then I'm sure I can reach a higher level, right?
I have to say the first time that I met Pooja, was in a photo session. First time, as in the first time we interacted professionally, was in a photo session. And I just want to say that I was, you don't know this, but when we were doing our first shot where you had to look into my eyes and I had to look into your eyes and create that whole romantic moment for him with his hot shot his camera. I was taken aback. I was taken aback because I worked with a lot of co-stars and the kind of what's the word? The kind of courage and the kind of purity of just being was just something that struck me. It struck me, and that was the moment where I knew for a fact that you, Pooja, are very special and a rare talent, a very beautiful person, and you are going to go a very, very, very long way in this industry.
I mean, what can someone say after that? I mean, like every girl has had, there are a lot of girls who've had great debuts, but who has had Hrithik Roshan dance for them? Come on, please tell me. But thank you so much. I mean, I really can't say anything after that. But Hrithik's been such a gracious person and he's been so encouraging. So, I mean, we shot in Bhuj for so long and he was like my friend over there whenever I needed him. So thank you so much for that.
ऋतिक आपके सामने विदेश टीवी से आपकी एक और फिल्म आ रही काबिल। अभी शाहरुख खान ने एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी ईद के दिन, उन्होंने कहा कि वो
काबिल के बाद आपने क्या कहा?
शाहरुख खान ने एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की ईद के दिन, उन्होंने कहा कि वो बात करेंगे जो क्लैश हो रहा है रईस और काबिल के वजह से। कुछ बातें हुई आपकी शाहरुख से?
हाँ, हमने बात की है और बात ये की है कि we are actors, we should leave all this to the producer.
ये कड़क था। Yes, ma'am.
कड़क।
I don't know what to say, but I just feel like I want to say something. Because in Ashutosh's films, the thread of that romance, in most of the scenes, from Swades, Jodha, Akbar, to this, there is something so romantic about this man. I know you can't see it, but trust me, this guy is a romantic at heart. And when he gets into that mode, slowly there is a kind of a glow that starts behind his head, turns into a halo. And he shoots the most incredibly inspiring romance you have ever seen on celluloid. And for that, that's one of the particular incentives that I always have get if I'm working with him. That इसमें जो romance होगा, it's beautiful on script, and then on screen he just takes it to another level. And how he does that is not by instructions. He will not tell you, make your eyes a little bit like this, speak softer, or tilt your head. No, he will create the ambience, and he create the atmosphere. He create, so there's nothing much left for the actor to imagine. It's all there. So that is something that I think is amazing about him where romance is concerned. And I would simply say that every single romantic moment in this film is something that you will take back home with you. That's what I would say.
I think I second that. I think even if we are just walking by each other, we've ensured that we just rock that.
Hrithik, there's actually a question from one of our friends in the audience, which is, there's a beautiful bath. That bath looks so gorgeous.
So wanted to jump
Did you
into
bathe
that
in that or not?
I so wanted to jump in.
You did? Oh damn, okay. Okay, he hasn't bathed in that pool. Next question?
But we do some of our set members do it
Oh
after
really?
that. Yeah, after we
That's
back
fun.
down.
That's fun.
ऋतिक आदाब रेखा खान और भारत टाइम से ये ऋतिक एक जब इस तरह की एक पीरियड फिल्म होती है जिसमें इतना वक्त लगता है तो एक एक्टर के तौर पर
फिल्म होती है?
जब एक ड्रामा मतलब पीरियड फिल्म है
फिल्म होती है?
जी जब इतना सारा वक्त लगता है उसमें तो एक एक्टर के तौर पर आपको कितना पेशेंस रखना पड़ता है और एक सवाल मेरा आशुतोष जी से भी है इसके बाद जी
See, I think important question है, because a lot of actors will be doing movies and doing work and challenging work, and some of them will test them, you know, in terms of length and time and patience and all of that. My advice is that the moment you read that script, if it does not ignite every single cell in your body, then don't do it. You know, just when I signed the film, I knew, and I asked myself, am I willing to give my right hand for this film? I asked this question of all my films. Am I willing to break a bone for this? And this one I have broken bones. I ask myself those questions, and if the answer is yes, then I go ahead. And once that is done, then no matter how hot it is, no matter how empty the stomach is, then you're still being bashed up on that hot sand, and it's just uncomfortable. But you always go back to that moment, I've seen that vision, I've seen what this film is going to be in the end, and that is my objective, and this is the way through.
एक डायरेक्टर है अमनदीप लांबा, उन्होंने एक आरोप लगाया है कि मोहनजो दारो की स्क्रिप्ट उनकी है। अब आप सामने हैं तो आप इस बात का खुलासा बहुत बेहतर तरीके से कर सकते हैं।
वो सामने क्यों नहीं? वो कहाँ है? वो तो है।
इन्होंने जवाब दे दिया।
सही है। I have collaborated with Star. We have collaborated on a deal. Numbers I'm not at liberty to say, but yes, thank you.
Hi. Right at the beginning you said that you value your friends, family and love a lot, and that this film has really taught you about the fight for your character. Could you elaborate on that, please?
I always equate my journey in my real life with my real life in the sense in a spiritual way. Mohenjo Daro has taken me away from my family for a long time, but it has taught me what it means to stand for friends, what it means to commit, what it means to uphold the values that are so easy to flaunt. We keep flaunting the values. This was a test to actually live those values, and I did, and that added strength to my character. And since I'm personally on a journey where I want to find out about myself, I want to find out what my potential best is. I'm on a journey where I want to live the best life possible, and I think this journey has done a lot for me in that regard. So that's what I was trying to say. It's been a journey that has taught me a lot of things. It has taught me about love. It's taught me about good things. Thank you.
Hrithik, staying on your journey, at IFA you told me that there's a lot more to come, and I asked you in reference to a particular incident. So when are we going to see what you referred to at that time?
They say patience is the mother of all virtues. That's all I say. I'm here to answer your questions, and I will answer them. But I genuinely feel that this will be very unethical of me and unprofessional of me to usurp this platform and use it for my own personal gain to talk to you about this issue. What I will say. There's a lot I want to say, but I will, as I said, a bit more patience, and I will answer your questions.
आपसे मुलाकात और बात कम होती है, इस मसले पर कभी आपने कुछ नहीं कहा, तो सब जानना चाहते हैं आपका वक्त कि आप कब बोलेंगे, और अगर इस वक्त कुछ बता पाए हमें।
जैसे कि मैंने कहा, it's not elegant of me to speak on that right now.
क्योंकि जो दूसरा पक्ष है ऋतिक, वो हमेशा बोलता रहा है, लगातार बोलता रहा है, आपकी तरफ से कुछ नहीं आया, क्योंकि सब कुछ वन साइड एक ही तरफ से आ रहा है, आपकी तरफ से कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूँ ये सवाल।
My question is to the director. Sir, whenever there are these historical films the title itself, when it comes, you know that it's a Aashutosh Gowariker film. And coming to Mohenjo Daro, we've only read it in the textbooks. So my question is, what draws you to such historical periods? Why Mohenjo Daro? Why Indus Valley civilization?
You know, I've also often asked myself this, and I realized that I get drawn to untold stories. So even in the Jodha Akbar or a Lagan, those are all untold stories. Which the era is right. You know about the era, you know the period, you know the society, how the society was at that time, but we don't know what happened. So it excites me to try and tell a story set in that time. Now, for example, Mohenjo Daro, since you're asking about the title, now what this city was known at that point in time, nobody knows. I mean, I could have easily called the film Mohenjo Daro. And there would have been a lot of questions raised, how can I give it my own name? How can I call it Mohenjo Daro? So in this case, I've used a very popular name, which is used by all the archaeologists, historians. They refer to this city as Mohenjo Daro. So it fascinated me to know कि उस वक्त इसका नाम कुछ अलग था और अब हम इस नाम के जरिए उसको संबोधित कर रहे हैं. तो what happened here? So it fascinates me, and my first like you and all of us, the school books was the first reference, and the second was during Lagan when I was in Bhuj, I was looking for locations. I stumbled upon the city of Gowariker, and I thought, oh my God, this is incredible, a city that is just standing and we don't know anything about our ancestors. What happened to this civilization? Who are the people? How did they live? So I'm very happy that today I got the opportunity and we are here. The film is done. Hopefully now everyone will like it.
That I never ever thought that I would do a film based on this era, but I think what this has done is that a lot of the newer generation is picking up the history books again, and they're more interested, and that's what film does. So of course it's Ashutosh's own version of Mohenjo Daro, but it generates that interest again. So thank you so much for that.
आप शायद इंडिया के पहले फिल्म मेकर हैं जो प्री हिस्टोरिकल फिल्म बना रहे हैं. इसमें बहुत बड़ा
नहीं, आपका सवाल करेक्ट है. 3-4 अलग नाम है. मोहेंजो दारो भी कहते हैं, मोहेंजो दारो भी कहते हैं, हिंदी में मोहेंजो दड़ो कहते हैं. लेकिन जो पॉपुलर नेम है इंटरनेशनली जो जाना जाता है वो मोहेंजो दारो था, इसलिए मैंने इस नाम को चुना.
A big film for both of you, a big film in terms of box office business as well. It is obviously clashing with Akshay Kumar's Rustam. Is that a cause of concern? Because we have seen how when clashes happen in the past, numbers are divided. So what's your take on that? Hrithik and Aashutosh, if I could have a reaction from both of you on this. Sir, Akshay आपकी बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं सर. वो भी एक्टर है, लेकिन वो प्रोड्यूसर भी है. वो प्रोड्यूसर है. Straight to Akshay. Akshay and Ashutosh. Ashutosh, a reaction from you. Ashutosh and Akshay. Please discuss.
The thought does come to your mind that दो फिल्में एक साथ आ रही हैं, दोनों बड़ी हैं, clash होगा, box office बटा जाएगा, all that happens. But ultimately उसके बाद जब आप decide करते हैं कि आपको इस वक्त रिलीज करना है, तो you have to do what is in your interest. आपकी फिल्म किस तरह से ऑडियंस को प्रभावित करे, ये आपको सोचना है. मुझे लगता है ग्रेट, मोहनजो को भी चलना चाहिए, रुस्तम को भी चलना चाहिए. Both the films should be super hitters.
When you're walking the truth, when you're standing, when the truth is on your side, you don't need support here.
भाषा बहुत ही मुश्किल टॉपिक था इस फिल्म के लिए, क्योंकि कहा जाता है आर्कियोलॉजी है, तभी प्राकृत बोलते थे, कोई कहता है ब्राहुई बोलते थे. एंड जो सिंधु की जो स्क्रिप्ट है, जो अल्फाबेट है, वो अभी तक डिसाइफर नहीं हुई है, तो किसी को पता नहीं है कि भाषा क्या थी. तो हमने सोचा कि क्यों ना एक ऐसी मैश क्रिएट करें जिसमें यू हैव a bit of Sindhi, a bit of Hindi, a bit of शुद्ध हिंदी, ताकि it creates a feeling of an old world. It's understood by the audiences, because मैं नहीं चाह रहा कि जैसे जोधा पर भी अगर आपने देखा होगा, मैंने ज्यादा पर्शियन में मैं नहीं गया, ज्यादा घनी उर्दू मैंने इस्तेमाल नहीं किया, क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाह रहा कि ऑडियंस एलियनेट, सबको समझ में आनी चाहिए.